Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime. I am Tom Dog, and thank you for allowing me to your home. And we are going to have fun today because tonight is the Royal Rumble predictions for 2024 coming out next week, folks. So, if you haven't bought Peacock, now's your chance to do so. And yeah, you don't want to miss that out. But before we do get to that, let's remind everybody that our episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Any wrestling memorabilia that you have, you definitely want to partake in this wonderful journey. And if you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area, and you want to check out this wonderful store and check out the wonderful wrestling goodies that they have, you definitely don't want to miss out on that because it is really, really cool. You can check out their website over at mnjvideogames.com. And I'm just breezing by real fast. My apologies for starting the show late. Duty called. So, yeah. And hey, when duty calls, I have to answer it, right? Am I right? That's brilliance for nothing. Yeah, that was my old gimmick name back in the day. So, before we get started, um, also I want to give a shout out to somebody. My father. Um, for those who have been fans of the show for a really long time, thank you. And those who are new to the show, I welcome you. And but a little bit of a rundown of why I'm shouting out my father onto this because my father had a huge role into playing into um to this show. Um, in the long time, back when I was doing this on cable access, and yeah, I'd be talking about that a lot. Um, and it's he was pretty much the go-to. He is pretty much the go-to guy that I would go to know if there was any local events going on in wrestling. He was our he was the guy, he was my guy. He actually we actually wound up working on some deals on some stuff with some shows back in the day. One of them would be in WrestlePalooza, which was very, very successful. And yeah, and I owe it all to him. Sorry, I'm a little parched there. Um, so he not only that he was director of my show Wrestling Prime for many years. Um, when we started doing storylines, um, he had an he had an even bigger role by playing the commissioner, the Bear, Commissioner Bear, and uh, and yeah, um, we had some wonderful storylines, memorable moments, and everything, and they were very cool. They were really cool. And when I started doing the Wrestling Prime Hall of Fame, um, he was the first inductee to the Wrestling Prime Hall of Fame, and I felt it necessary that he would be that first one because of the accolades that he bestowed onto this journey. And and the reason why I'm bringing this up because last weekend, last this past Sunday, um, he was honored at our old studio, um, for um, he was he was given the Lifetime Achievement Award um, for his contributions to Sky Cable 13, which was our old studio that we worked out of. And he's been there for many years, and not only doing Wrestling Prime and also doing some contributions towards Channel X as well, my secondary show. At the time, Channel X was the secondary show, and now since I've been on YouTube, the roles have been reversed. Um, he's also did some other contributions outside of my shows, being directors for various programs, a lot of political programs, which I'm not going to bore you with down here. Um, but I felt the need necessary to bring him up here because he played a major role into the success of Wrestling Prime and and everything. And he was one of the reasons why I was nominated for many awards back in the day too. So without him, um, we wouldn't be doing Wrestling Prime. And honoring you with this history and sharing you this history, I should say. And so he has been he was the first inductee to the Wrestling Prime Hall of Fame, and I've been kind of dormant with that for a while now. There is going to be another some inductees to this year's Wrestling Prime Hall of Fame, and I will bring that up as we get to it uh, later down the road. Um, so I was there with him and everything. So it was a wonderful moment to see some old producers that came out of the studio and reuniting with some old friends as well too. And I want to give them a shout out as well. And it was really cool because you know with the crazy stuff that I did in front of the camera, behind the scenes told a different story. And but more so with my father, he was he, he's a great guy, and he is. And I wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate him on this um award that he got, his lifetime achievement award that he got. And and beautiful trophy. I didn't want to show it off the here because I want to keep that private. That's his trophy, and he can do whatever he wants with it. But um, I'm going to show him this video. I'm going to show him this video later, and tell him, "Congrats, Pop," and and thank you for the many memorable moments that 50% of the time happen on the shows that I was producing. So, and you know, you really played a big role into Wrestling Prime. you have, and introducing me to cable access. And if you hadn't introduced me to cable access at a very young age, I was still in middle when I was still in middle school. None of this would be possible today and everything. So I thank you. I thank you. I never really had an opportunity to do that. Do that for you, and I wanted to do it here and share your success to my family, and and I'm sure that they congratulate you as well too. And for that, we salute you. And congratulations once again, Pop. You deserve it. Um, with the parades and everything, and everything, it was, it all started. It pretty much started with, you know, with the show that you did. But as soon as I came in front of the camera instead of behind the camera, where I was mostly known for with my great camera work, we had some many adventures together, and especially that one time where um, you actually had the idea of the split screen, and it was still a memorable moment. Everyone still talks about that, um, where everybody thought that I was, where some guys that were playing basketball and nearby thought that I was beating the crap out of you. It was all just a you know just a thing for a show, for the show and everything like that. So it made for interesting television, and it was so awesome. And we're so it was really good. It was really good, and plus also gave birth to X Block, which originally was known as Blockhead. So yeah, X Block thanks you as well too. So again, congratulations, Bob. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this part of the video um, um, tomorrow in the morning when you wake up, and yeah, yeah, you deserve it. Correct. Um, that with that being said, let's continue. Let's continue with this. And last week, when I did that um thing, with the WWE versus TNA, that was his idea. Not the when I did a similar fashion back um when I was on cable access. Well, this is a little bit of trivia right there. He thought of the idea and about doing setting up dream matches between at the time WWF against World Championship Wrestling. So because he actually was the one that bought the magazine, and he showed me, and if he hadn't shown me that magazine, I don't know what would have happened. And but yeah, he contributed into showing me that magazine, buying that magazine, and it made perfect sense and put two and two together. So that was pretty much that was his idea, and it was very successful. However, last week's episode was kind of ruined a little bit because of you know the Call of Duty. Don't worry, I made sure that I didn't want nothing to happen here tonight. That's why I was late. Better to be late than sorry. So, um, so, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the website for M&J Video Games. Um, M&J Video Games and Collectibles. If you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area and you want to check out this wonderful store, they also have a list of events. They also have some events um, lined up as well too. So if you want to check that out, and you happen to be in the neighborhood, you can check out where this place is, and the list of events that they have going on by checking out their website over at mjvideogames.com. And yo, Ricky H, how are you, buddy? Welcome aboard. We are talking about Royal Rumble tonight. So if you have any predictions, by all means, lay it on us in the chat. So yeah, welcome aboard, and tell your friends too. Tell your friends too. I don't want to be the only one giving out predictions. So yeah, tell your friends. Tell them that this crazy guy is on here. You know? But all right, so yeah, Royal Rumble is the Rock is returning and winning. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, and we'll actually get to that when we cross that bridge. Um, because the predictions that I've had to be changed because of a um a last minute rumor that's going on right now, and yeah, this is very big. This is really really big. Um, so we'll get to that in a minute. Um, First off, I want to do um the predictions for the United States Championship match. Um, Logan Paul defending the championship, the U.S. belt against Kevin Owens. Now, there are some rumors on as to what's going on, because the way Logan Paul, as I mentioned at the season opener of a couple weeks ago, I talked about I talked a little bit about Logan Paul's behavior upon doing upon winning um about this, and he is gonna lose the belt to Kevin Owens. Um, that's gonna be said and everything. Um, so I think he's gonna have a little bit of help with some interference by KSI, um, or Jake Paul. But other than that, somebody's gonna help Logan Paul with this match, and I think Sami Zayn's gonna show up and help him and help Kevin Owens with this one, which will lead to Kevin Owens winning the match, and whoever's going to be helping Logan and whomever is going to be taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. So, um, so yeah, I think that's my prediction right there. Low key, Logan deserves a push. Um, he did as much as that would be interesting. We don't want another fiasco like it wasn't with World Championship Wrestling. Going back to World Championship Wrestling, when David Arquette won the World Champion, Um, it was a money-making disaster, and I know that they were pushing it for the, they were, David was only there to promote um, Ready to Rumble, which was out around that same year. So it was a marketing disaster, and having David Arquette involved in that title match, it was a big mistake, and the rating showed. The rating showed how horrible it was, because the thing is, I don't mind Logan Paul winning the US championship match, winning the US championship. How he won it told a different story. And I'm always going to be anti Logan Paul, and yeah, I'm going to continue bringing that up along, many times over. And I've lost all respect to him, because somebody with, as a person with mental illness myself, I felt offended about what he did in there, and it didn't sit right with me. And some of my old videos that I did about him also told a different story, because I almost had a heart attack right then and there. My face my face was redder than this there. What did he do? Well, what he did, he at one point, it was back, I think it was either 2017 or 2018. He was vacationing with him and his brother and crew um to Japan, and did some videos in there, fine and everything like that. But he was very um unprofessional, because of the cult. He was pretty much disrespecting the culture over there. And then it got worse when he went to this forest. And yeah, he filled them. He was he went to this forest, which is um the suicide forest, and he laughed. He was laughing at some guy that he saw that was dead right there, and he made a joke about that. And that's pretty much where a lot of people that, you know it's not a you know it's a very sad place to be in. And he felt the need to laugh at this person's misfortune and everything like that. We don't know um what happened, but it was so offensive and so disgusting that his apology video was, that he did shortly after. um he he was not sincere at all, especially using that cliched cop out that a lot of people use in their apology videos, that it was at the heat of the moment. Okay. And it wasn't no heat of the moment, because you know it was disgusting. you know Heat of the moment is when when you're with a date, when you're with your date and you kiss for the first time. That's a heat of the moment. So yeah. That's how I look at it. And the mood is just right. But yeah, that's the one. That's the gist of what happened and everything like that. And I just, ever since then, I lost all I have zero respect for that guy. And his recent behavior with while holding the championship belt, he went to a pawn shop to appraise the belt, to find out how much it was going to be. How much the belt is actually worth. And um and then he was doing this bit with Patrick Mahomes, saying, "Hey, I'll trade you this belt for a Super Bowl ring." And from what I understand, it didn't sit right with WWE execs. And so, yeah, it's possible that he, you know, because of that, he, because of that behavior, if the rumors are true, he doesn't deserve a push. And I mean, that's just the way it is because, at the end of the day, it's just business. And I'm sure that whatever plan that they have with him is probably going to be ruined now because of that. And not to mention, he posed naked with the belt too. And I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not being a double standard because a lot of people remember back when Shawn Michaels did it years ago during the highlight of the Attitude Era, um, at the early stages of the Attitude Era, I should say, and when Shawn Michaels was champion, and it wasn't good then, and it's sure as hell not good now. So it's it's not a good image to be showing, um, especially to a lot of young fans out there. Um, it just it just sends a bad image to the company, and so yeah, with all those things that he has done, yeah, it's not good. It's not a good thing. So yeah, we are going to see a. So my prediction is Logan's going to drop the belt to Owens, and we're probably going to see one more match with him in a tag match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, and then that's it. I believe his time with the company will be over. So this would actually mark 1 year for being with the company. So yeah, um after around WrestleMania, around the time for WrestleMania. So yeah, um it could happen that way. So Kevin Owens, he's gonna win the belt, and that's gonna be an A+ match. Like I said, I'm anti Logan. So yeah. Oh. Well, let's go into a match that will even be better. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship match is a fatal. It's going to be contested in a fatal 4-way. Champion Roman Reigns uh, going against Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight. So they're all four of these men are going to be duking it out, and nobody has to. Champion doesn't have to be pinned or submitted in order to lose the belt. Randy can pin LA Knight or AJ Styles, or uh, AJ Styles can tap out to Randy Orton, and, or make Randy Orton tap out, or LA Knight. So yeah, anything can happen in this match. We've seen a lot of things happen before, but in the direction where they're going to go with, I think Roman Reigns is going to survive this match, and yeah, it is possible. Now with the rumor, with The Rock coming in, is there's talks about him being in the Royal Rumble match, but as far as I'm concerned, The Rock doesn't need a belt. So it's possible that I don't want to see The Rock going, if they're going to do a Roman Reigns versus The Rock, fine. At WrestleMania, that's fine. But putting it with the championship belt, not a good image, because you know what, The Rock isn't really doing anything because of what happened with the strike last year. Kind of slowed things down. So he's taking a little bit of a break. So until his next movie. So he's coming back, and plus also, um, he's also going to be promoting the XFL because that's coming out back in that's coming back after the NFL finishes their football um after the NFL season's over. So yeah, it's and they're going to pick up right after there. And so yeah, it's that's the only reason why that he's there. So The Rock's taking a little bit of a break from doing some movies, which was beneficial because of the writers and actors strike that happened last year. A lot of projects were either postponed or canceled, and I think one of his future projects was going to be canceled or postponed, whichever you want to put it. So yeah, this is a very interesting moment in time. So, but for and the Rock's, we don't know how long the Rock's going to be in the WWE. So by putting a championship match with the Rock at WrestleMania, if they're going to go with that, it will be a bad move. So I'm looking at a perspective that that Roman can lose the either or. Randy can be pushed to win the championship, or even have LA Knight win the championship because it could possibly happen. Or hell, maybe AJ Styles can win the belt. Either or, whoever wins this match is going to, that's whether it's Randy Orton, AJ Styles, or LA Knight, one of these three men are going to be facing Cody Rhodes. So yeah. So yeah, that would be, or it could happen another way. So, which I'll get to later. But I'm not gonna. My official prediction. My official prediction for this match: Randy Orton's gonna win. That is my prediction. And Roman Reigns is going to get screwed by The Rock. The Rock's going to interfere in this match. So, because the bloodline's going to come in, and it's going to come one big mess, and then here comes The Rock saving the day, and he's going to, he's going to take out he's going to take out the bloodline, and then Randy Orton is going to come out of nowhere with the RKO, and boom, 1, 2, 3, Randy's your winner, which sets the story for Roman Reigns to go against The Rock at WrestleMania, and there you go. And then you could do your number one contenders match at your number one contenders match at Elimination Chamber. And we'll get to that in just a minute. So, so yeah, that's what I think that's going to happen, and I think I would see that. I would love to see that match more than I would see the championship match between Rock and Roman. I'm just saying. Okay. So, the women's 30-man, the women's 30-woman Royal Rumble match. So far on the list, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Bayley, and Bianca Belair. Now, there's a rumor flying around that Naomi is going to be coming back. She just said her farewells, I believe earlier tonight with I think there was a show. There was a TNA show tonight. Wasn't pay per view, but on a network I don't have, so I can't really say. So she congratulated um her opponent from last week, Jordan, and I follow her too. She's freaking amazing, very hot looking too. Um, Jordan, Jordan, I forgot the last name, but yeah, she's the new TNA Knockouts champion, and so yeah, um, so it's possible that we may see. There's rumors flying around that Naomi is going to show up at Royal Rumble in the 30 woman Royal Rumble match, but it's hard to say. Given the time frame, it's possible that it may not happen because of the fact we don't know if there's a 90-day non-complete clause, so we don't know. So we shall see, my friends. We shall see. And but unless they've worked out some sort of deal where she can compete, um, then I guess it's all right. So we shall see what's going to happen, and maybe there'll be a rumor that um, there's also a rumor flying that maybe Sasha Banks is going to come back. Um, that's pretty much up in the air because she's doing some she's still doing some stuff with New Japan because she has signed with them. But we don't know how long. So maybe there's some sort of championship. Maybe there's some sort of negotiations with that as well too. We don't know. Um, and if she is going to be there, then the rumors about her leaving because of Vince McMahon might be more plausible. So we shall see. Um, Another possible rumor, and this is a huge, huge rumor that that we may see the return of AJ Lee. It is very possible um, because CM Punk shouted her out on when he cut one promo when he returned to the WWE. So I'm not going by that, but it is possible because she has been there has been reports of her working out, and and from the and I have seen some of the workout stuff, and it is possible that she's in great shape. She really is. I mean, she looks better than she did when she was with WWE, and it's she's looking pretty good. And I want to I don't want to steal away from Punk there, but damn, I don't want to do that. I want to be nice. Anyways, I'm a gentleman, but I will compliment that she looks better than she did when she was with the company before she left. so yeah, it is possible that maybe we could see another return. Have one more run. We'll never know. But that is a rumor, like I said. But who do I think is going to win? I think Becky's going to win. I think Becky would win that match. Or one of the rumored women that I mentioned. So yeah. And if it is one of the rumored women, I'm going with AJ Lee. Who will she face? Mommy. That would be a damn good match. I would love to see that at WrestleMania. AJ Lee versus Rhea Ripley. Tell me you wouldn't want to go see. Tell me you don't want to see that match. I think everybody in the comment section would agree that that would be a damn good match to see at WrestleMania for the belt. And not to mention, CM Punk's first, and plus also CM Punk's first match was at a house show. And it was against Dominic Mysterio. Or as R-Truth said, Tom and Nick Mysterio. And that's a shirt now. That is a shirt now, and yeah, that's selling. That is selling like hotcakes. I want to get one. And yeah. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with for right now. I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch, but I'm gonna change my mind. But I'm also going to put an asterisk over AJ Lee because it's possible that she may show up, and if she does show up, I'm going with her. So yeah, it is very possible, and that'll be like I said, that'll be a damn good match to watch. So okay, all right, this last one we are going to see the men's Royal Rumble match. Sorry about that, folks. Had a busy day today. Men's Royal Rumble match. We all know the rules, and I'm not going to bore you with the details on that. And they will be, and whoever wins will go on to WrestleMania for a World Championship match on April 6th and 7th. So, however, in light of this past Monday on Raw, there may be a slight change to the lineup. Because from what I understand, because on Monday, Seth Rollins suffered an injury while he was wrestling Drew McIntyre. So, it is possible that the belt can be relinquished, will be vacant on Monday, and the match could be turned the men's Royal Rumble match, then it's a possibility, and it is leaning towards that direction. If it is true that that this is going to happen due to Seth Rollins' injury, that the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be up for grabs in this 30-man Royal Rumble. So, if that is true, I'm going to find out on Monday, and I'm going to give out a little update on there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So we shall see. So, so the names already mentioned is Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. There are going to be others, I'm sure. We're going to see Kofi Kingston in there, obviously. Xavier Woods, of course, and Tom and Nick Mysterio. Of course, we're going to see, we'll see the rest of the Judgment Day as well, too. And Ricochet. It's possible that he may be there. We're probably not going to see. We're probably not going to see. Um, um, the hell is Braun Strowman. From what I understand, there's a rumor that he had to undergo some surgery. So, that's just a rumor. If you don't see him in there, that's possibly the reason why. Probably see the Miz in there. It's possible that the Rock may be in there. We don't know. Which also can set up the story if he is going to be in the Royal Rumble match, which means that he can get screwed out of that if the title is up for grabs. So yeah, that can really set the story. Hell, even Logan Paul might even do double duty, and then he can get his ass thrown out too and get screwed over by a bunch of people. We don't know. So yeah, it is possible. So yeah, we don't know who else is going to be mentioned. Like I said, it is possible that Andrade is going to be involved in this as well too. We don't know the arrangement for him, because there is talks about him coming back to the WWE, but we don't know how it's going to play out and everything. It is possible that he could return at WrestleMania, given that there's a 90-day non-complete clause. So, like I said, anything is possible. It's possible that he could show up at the Royal Rumble. We don't know. It's the same thing with Naomi. So yeah, there's a big asterisk on that name there. So, but as far as but if the title is up for grabs, and this is a really big extreme prediction that I'm using here in this lineup. The winner of the 30-man Royal Rumble match, if the title is up for if Seth Rollins' title is up for grabs, CM Punk. And we don't know how long Seth Rollins is going to be out for, it is possible that he could be back in time for WrestleMania. And if he is, he'll be given an opportunity to to go into WrestleMania and fight CM Punk for the title. It is a possibility. It really is a possibility. Um, as far as Cody Rhodes, um, if Cody win, if if CM Punk, if the title's up for grabs, Cody's not going to win that. He will be the last. He will be in there with CM Punk, and that would be an interesting concept. And so yeah, we're going to see that happen, and I think that would be a damn good. They're going to be the last two, and so yeah, Cody. You know, if that happens, you're going to see a lot of people chanting AEW. I'm letting you know that right now. Because both of those came from AEW. So yeah, you're going to hear a lot of AEW chants that night. I'm just saying. Um. So CM Punk. So yeah, I'm going with CM Punk in this one. Now, as far as Cody Rhodes, he'll be given an opportunity at Elimination Chamber, and then he's going to win the Chamber match, and he's going to go after whomever is the champion. That's not whether it's AJ Styles, Randy Orton, or LA Knight. So I think if Randy Orton wins, Cody is going to go after Randy Orton. And this way here, we can see, this way here, Roman Reigns can get the belt at another time, and then he can just go after The Rock. So this way, no belt will be on the line. The Rock doesn't need a title, because personally, I love, I like The Rock. I will always like The Rock. But in this situation, he doesn't need the title. The Rock does not need the title to face Roman Reigns. He does not. He hasn't earned that opportunity yet to get it. And so um yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things happening in this, and so yeah, that's gonna be a huge prediction right there that CM Punk's gonna win the Royal Rumble if the belt is on, if the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. So yeah. Um yeah, yes sir. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going. Yeah. um, no, but going back to Logan Paul, yeah, his apology was. I didn't I didn't realize that was the. See, apparently, I have had it for review because I had some negative issues. Nothing against you or anything like that, but I had to tone it down. I had to do some uh quality control. Um, yeah, I do. Yeah, Logan Paul does not, does not deserve any more. Uh, yeah, yeah. CM Punk, I think if if the title's on the line, whether or not the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, because we won't know the official word until Monday on on the outcome of Seth Rollins and everything, and we don't know the official word yet. So as far as I all I do know is that Seth Rollins is injured, and so we don't know for how long he's going to be out, and you know, and what's it going to what's the fate of the world championship? So the world heavyweight championship, I should say. So it is possible that the title can be up for grabs at Royal Rumble, and if that's the case, then yeah, and CM Punk will win that, and which will definitely piss off Seth Rollins, especially when he comes back from his injury, and that could set up a whole good storyline where he has he will have no choice but to face CM Punk at WrestleMania. So I mean that's a good scenario because you know you know that will make it that will make um their feud. Yes, yes, I actually made that prediction a little during the Fatal Four Way. Yeah, that is going to it. Yeah, that now will be a good time to for Roman to lose the title. Um, I predicted Randy Orton winning the title, and The Rock um gets involved in that match. That's going to screw him over on retaining. So yeah, which can set up a good story that can set up the story for their match at WrestleMania. And so yeah, that is going that will be a perfect scenario because like I said earlier, The Rock doesn't need the belt. He does not. It's nice that he came back and called out Roman Reigns, but the belt you don't need. He doesn't need. The Rock does not need the undisputed title. He does not. He does not need it. He really doesn't. Because you know it could and it'll make it will make a good storyline. And then after WrestleMania, The Rock and um John Cena did return, but I haven't seen him. I'm only kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's possible that John Cena may show up at Royal Rumble, but I I don't know. It is possible. Um, because John Cena had that match at I think the last time he fought was um he did wrestle at Crown Jewel. That was like the last time we saw him. Um, so it's possible that we can see him at um we don't know what Cena's going to be doing. So he may show up at Royal Rumble and then get eliminated. Um, so yeah, I could put a star next to his name. Um, but you know, but it is possible. It is possible. I wouldn't hold that against. I wouldn't hold that against. It'll be nice to see John Cena because you know, and that's why I like about the WWE because anything can happen, and they've used that moniker many times, and especially at Royal Rumble, especially when there's a lot of opportunities going on. We can see. Will the Judgment Day be in the Royal Rumble? Oh, absolutely. They're all going to be in there. So yeah, um, we're gonna see the Royal Rumble. We're gonna see the Judgment Day in the Royal Rumble. So yeah, it is going to be a you know, I mean you can't have the Royal Rumble and not have Judgment Day in there, especially when you know we can have there is it could also be a point where they can we may see a split up between the factions, but I mean they've been hinting that for a long time, and then maybe Finn Balor gets eliminated by um, Damian Priest. Um, we don't know. Um, I know we'll see Tom and Nick. we'll see Tom. We'll see Dominic. That I mean that's a given. That really is a given. Um, but and um, we may not see Grayson Wall. We may not see Grayson Waller. Um, because he got into a little bit of trouble in in Bobby Tan US title. No, no. We will. Yeah, Logan Paul is not going to win. Not going to retain. No, he's not going to win. Um, like I said earlier, I am anti Logan Paul. Um, I want to see him lose in any way possible. But I did you know, and his loss at Royal Rumble will be justified because of the fact that he'll have he'll have KS. Somebody's going to help Logan Paul, whether it's going to be KSI or Jake Paul. Which will be um fine. And then Sami Zayn comes out to help out Kevin Owens, and then Kevin Owens comes out, and then at WrestleMania, we'll see Logan Paul and this other dude take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and that's a good lineup right there. But as far as but as far but as far as him retaining the U.S. Championship, no. Plus with some of his behaviors uh, since winning the U.S. title from Rey Mysterio, yeah, it it's possible that we may see. We we don't know the what's going to happen with him, but I did hear a rumor that he has gotten reprimanded for that for his behavior outside outside. So we shall see what happens on next Saturday. Which, by the way, next Saturday after the Royal Rumble, I'm going to be getting all my notes together, and then I'm gonna do the uh, the review. So yeah, that's next week's show, and I'm going to gather the notes from the predictions that I made in this video and compare it to the notes that I jot down for Royal Rumble. And so yeah, it is. I will say this: it will be possible that I may be late because how I do the Royal Rumble is that I pause the video and get the names down, and then from there, boom. so so yeah, it will. So yeah, it'll be a long thing, but I did it last year and it worked out really well, and I plan on doing that again next week. So yeah, next Saturday is going to be the pay-per-view. I like the fact that a lot of these premium live events are now being shown on Saturday night because a lot of people don't work on Saturdays, and that's a good thing. And I know WrestleMania is going to be a 2 night event from now on, which I'm okay with. I'll let it slide. Um, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm liking I'm loving this feedback that I'm getting, and let's bring more of this. Let's bring in more of this fun that I'm having. The comments, the questions, and everything. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, folks, and I'm loving you guys around here. I apologize to the person's name here. Um, I can't really pronounce your name, and so I apologize. I'm not, you know, but yeah, this is a good thing. I think your name is Devi. Yeah. If I mispronounce your name, I do apologize. Um, so yeah, shout out to you and shout out to Ricky. Um, but yeah, I'm digging this. I'm enjoying every part of this, and I appreciate these comments and questions. I really, really do. I really, um, yeah, we're having fun. We're having fun. That's the beauty part of this. This is the fun show. This is the fun show. Even though Channel X is the party show, this is the fun show. I love this. I love this moment. So yeah, any more questions or comments? Bring them in. Bring them in. I'm loving this. I'm feeling the groove here, babies. Feeling the groove. I'm loving this moment. This is really great. I like this. I really do. Okay. All right. Give the thumbs up. Seeing that there's some thumbs up here. All right. Show your love. Show your love to this. We could do this again, and then we can do this again next week. That's all right. I'm loving it, folks. And that ain't just a McDonald's push. Excuse me. But yeah, we're having this has been a great episode. I love this. May have to make some future changes. And yeah, yeah, I was popping a zit. That's why you see this little thing look like a. So yeah, like I said, anything can happen in the WWE. They especially at the Royal Rumble because there's always some wonderful surprises at the Royal Rumble, and I think that this will be amazing. Um, this will be something to watch, and but I'm gonna be watching Raw on Monday, and I'm gonna give out the outcome, give out the update. I'm gonna do a quick little update in there, um, kind of like what WWE used to do back in the day. From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, here's the update. Thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about doing something in that form because technically this is a you know the logos, um, the Wrestling Prime logo is actually a an Easter egg. It's actually an Easter egg of the old WWE logo. So yeah, it is. So a little bit of an Easter egg there, especially I try to recreate the old primetime wrestling um logo. So I tried, but you know, but any other questions or comments you guys want to throw in there? Because I'm running on dead air. I mean, it doesn't have to be WWE. We can talk some AEW if you want before I have to pack it in. But yeah, we could talk about Grayson. But yeah, I do want to talk about Grayson Waller. Because I was talking about that a little bit. So he had there was an interview being done at in Australia, and he got a little bit of a an altercation with the show host, and I think it was one of those from what I've been reading, from what I've been hearing, I should say, he I guess he was asked the biggest no question that you can ask a professional wrestler. Um, is wrestling fake? And and how he handled it was of course unprofessional. And he threatened to punch the Grayson threatened to punch the guy in the face. So um, so it almost got physical. And so yeah, we don't know the punishment that he is going to get. Um, if if he is going to get punished at all, maybe it is possible that he may not um, compete in the Royal Rumble, but we shall see. Because yeah, John Cena did face Grayson Waller um, at Crown Jewel. That was like the last match I saw John Cena, and we haven't seen him since. But like I said, but as far as John Cena, like I said, it'll be possible. It is possible that he may show up. So we never know. We'll never know. But yeah, as far as Grayson Waller though, I don't think he's going to be there. I really don't because he because of his behavior in Australia. So yeah, that could ruin his chances. So we know we may we don't know. I mean, it's possible that he may be suspended for a while. I mean, it's possible, but is more likely he may be fine. He may face like a like a $20,000 fine at most, maybe more, depending on what Triple H may say. But, but yeah, it is possible. It is possible. All right, all right. Now that we have any more or any other questions or comments, we could bring up because I'm going to back it in if we don't. Right. Picking up the comments there. Well, I pretty much answered everybody's questions. Uh, yeah, shout out to Ricky and Devi. All right. That being said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, and be sure to be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you miss any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Thumbs down below. If you don't, comment down below. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below what you want. Who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble, and like to know your prediction in the comment section down below. Ring the bell to be notified of what I'm going to be doing. I know what I'm going to be doing next. If you want to have a WrestleMania moment yourself, and you want to get onto that road to WrestleMania, then all you got to do is one thing, and that's lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. And we will next time we're going to be here. We're going to be doing the review for Royal Rumble. Almost said WrestleMania, so scratch that. But we will, and then yeah, next week we will have the Royal Rumble review, and we'll see how my predictions hold up and predictions of everybody else that commented tonight. Thank you all. Thank you to Ricky and DeBay for your questions and comments. I like that. I appreciate that, and hope you come back again next week and see and see your thoughts on Royal Rumble. But um, we will do so. Like I said, we'll do this again next week with the Royal Rumble review, and hope everybody watches and have a good time with it. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Love you all.